Hello and welcome to a wet Vancouver here in Canada, where we bring to you the penultimate round of the ERS Formula E season. It's the 2022 Vancouver ePrix. It's the final round in these Gen 2 cars. Next round in Detroit will be in the Gen 3 cars, and it'll be a completely different race for the final round. But here today in Vancouver, it's a very wet race. It was dry for qualifying, wet practice, but dry. We had a little dry spell for qualifying. The track was completely dry, but now we've got a complete downpour here in Vancouver. Where it's Sebastian Buemi, you can't really see because of this big Molson Canadian sign that's blocking the track. But it's Sebastian Buemi on pole for, I believe, the first time. Yeah, I think it is the first time this season getting on pole. The two-time race winner, trying to go for a third and trying to wrap up the championship. I believe he can actually do it here in Vancouver. But he's going to have to get rid of his championship rival who starts in second place, Lucas Di Grassi. Recently moved from Audi to Venturi. Of course, Audi left the series. They won't be back. So Audi, unfortunately, their title charge could most likely over. Or is over because they're not even first in the championship anymore. So, or they weren't ever. They're fifth. No, they're not fifth. Where are they in the standing? Let me get the results up. They are currently fourth. So yeah, no chance with them not doing any more races. Let's go through though. Currently the championship standings from round 4 at Vara in Sweden. The driver standings, it's Buemi who leads Di Grassi by 22 points. Of course now it's 25 points with Buemi getting pole. So Di Grassi has to win and Buemi can't finish for it to be tied. But if Di Grassi gets the fastest lap, then he'll lead the championship by 1 point. And then it's a big gap, 9 points from Di Grassi to France. And then Gunter and John-Eric Verne, your top 5. Constructors standings, it's Renault/Nissan in first place, 10 points away from Virgin/Envision. And then Dragon Penske in third, Audi, then Techeetah/Abt in fifth. Then the owners standings, it's Renault number 9 and the Nissan number 23. All of those, all been driven by Buemi. And then it's the Virgin number 36 and 4 car in second by 13 points. Dragon number 6 car, Dragon number 6 car, Audi number 1 and 11, and the Andretti number 27. There was an issue last race with the Dragon cars. It was some issue with the timings, with the graphics, and Sete Camera and Nico Muller. Basically, the graphics had, in Sete Camera's car it said Nico Muller, and in Nico Muller's car it said Sete Camera. It has been now fixed. It was Sete Camera that finished ahead in the standings of Nico Muller. So it was, I think, 9th place for Muller and 4th for Sete Camera. No, 5th for Sete Camera. Was it 5th? I think it was 5th. Yeah, it would have been 5th. But yeah, we'll be getting going shortly here in Vancouver. Just waiting for all the grid to be ready and for us to be able to get going. Let's run through your grid while we're waiting here in Vancouver. It's Roland at the back, recently moved from Nissan to Mahindra. He'll be back in the Nissan for the final round, but for this round he will be in the Mahindra. Oliver Askew making his debut in the Andretti in 21st place, replacing Alex Sims. Da Costa near the back, surprise from him in 20th. Lotterer in 19th. He got 3rd, of course. It was Porsche's first points in the series last race, but he's down in 19th. Alex Sims goes to Mahindra to replace Pascal Wehrlein. He's in 18th place. Ede Mortara in the Venturi again. He's not scored a point this season, and one of the championship contenders going in, yet to score. And with 2 rounds to go, it would be highly unlikely for him. It is unlikely that he will not be able to win the championship now. Because, of course, Buemi's on 59 points, so I think it's like 53 the max he can get. I don't know. But then it's Dick Cassidy in his second round, starting in 16th place in the, now it says Envision Virgin, but it's meant to be Envision for this round. Virgin no longer a part of the team. Maxi Gunter leaves Andretti, goes to, Nissan. So, hang on, when I said that Oliver Askew replaced, Sims, he did not replace Sims, he replaced Maxi Gunter, he replaces Roland in the Nissan. Wehrlein in 14th, he's still at Porsche. Wait, is he still at Porsche? Is this his first round in Porsche? No, it's not, but it's, again, another driver who's yet to score a point all season long, unfortunately, for the German. Mitch Evans in 13th in the Jaguar, Jake Dennis in 12th, got pole in Vara. Very surprising from him. Antonio Giovinazzi replaces Nico Muller in the Dragon car. Of course, that Dragon number 6, now number 99, won in Sydney. But it's been not very good ever since, apart from last round, where Muller got 9th. He'll be back next round in Detroit racing for Apps. Van Dorn in 10th in the Mercedes. Vernon in 9th in the DS. Oliver Turvey in his final round. He's been close to winning twice in Sydney and Leicester. Unfortunately, unlikely of him being in 8th place in the Neo. Frights in 7th in his final round from Vision before he moves to Apt. Dan Ticktum in 6th. He replaces Tom Blomqvist, who had such a good race in Vara before being spun round and ended up finishing in 21st in his only round. Tete Camber is still in the Dragon in 5th place. Bird in 4th in the Jaguar. De Vries in 3rd in the Mercedes. Lucas Di Grassi in the Venturi car. Of course, it'll be his only round in Venturi. I believe he goes to Mahindra. And then Buemi on pole in the Nissan. In his final round for Nissan, he will be going to, I believe, Envision next round. So, Buemi, final round in the Nissan. The team he's been with ever since the start of the season. He'll be replaced by Sasha Fenestraz. For the next round. Some other drivers who will be leaving. De Vries, he's going to Formula 1, of course. He'll be replaced by Rene Rast. Jake Hughes replaces Van Dorn. It's a big overhaul. I'm not going to go through it now because we have got a race on our hands. So, yeah, let's get going. Race should be getting going shortly. We go in shortly. The 5 lights light up here in Vancouver. It's a very wet one. Treacherous conditions here in Vancouver, but we go green and it's Buemi who's going to get the better start. Buemi or De Grassi? It's going to be Buemi and it's going to be Nick De Vries who gets a better start than De Grassi. And then that's Sete Camera. I've already forgotten he was in 4th. I believe it was Sergio Sete Camera in that Dragon car. It's not going to be yet Giovinazzi, so it is going to be Sete Camera. As Buemi leads De Grassi, so De Grassi actually stays in front. Or is it? Yeah, it is De Grassi. There comes Dan Ticktum. It's a brilliant start from the Brit down the inside. He's already into 2nd place, or is he? Is De Grassi going to try round the outside? No, but De Grassi goes slightly wide. The Vision down this back straight is going to be treacherous. I don't think they're going to be able to see much as they go towards the chicane. It's a very tricky braking point. We're going to have to brake in the wet conditions. Very early on as De Grassi goes very deep. De Grassi's going to go deep. He's obviously outbraked himself there. And he's tapped the wall there. And is that going to hit Buemi? The 2 title contenders are off. And that's an awful start for Buemi who's into the wall. Now it'll be a safety car. It is blocked the whole track. He reverses, moves De Vries out the way and he's into the wall again. De Vries could go. And it's Verline caught up in it as well. Yet to score a point so far. Cassidy caught up. I don't know why Mortara's not going anywhere. He's pretty much sorted. Why isn't Mortara gone? He could score points here. What is Edo Mortara doing? But it's an awful start for Buemi. Buemi. De Grassi down to 7th as well. And it's Dan Ticktum on his debut who leads Sete Camera, who leads Turvey. And it looked like Oliver Turvey could be out of it. But can he finally win for the first time in his Formula E career? He didn't even win in Formula E. Can he win it in ERS? Only 1 podium to his name. And he couldn't even get that after dominating in Sydney and Leicester. But if we go through the 2nd chicane, it's a bit like Monte Carlo chicane here, but just a lot bigger. Actually no, it's definitely nothing like Monte Carlo chicane. If we go towards the final corner, it's one of the corners which is easy in the dry, very difficult in the wet, and oh goodness, he almost hit the wall there. Did Dan Ticktum's now down to 3rd, so obviously I can't talk. Missed that somehow. But we are now under safety car, so I'll go through how it's going at the moment. How's everyone doing? Buemi down in 15th place, the pole sitter, the championship leader in 15th. Horrible start for him. And oh, there's a big crash there. What happened there? Under safety car. What was that? So who went off there? Oh, and there's a car just stopped on the track. It's Stoffel Van Dorn. What happened to the was it Van Dorn or was it? No, it was Nick De Vries, sorry. In the Mercedes, starting 3rd place. What happened to the Dutchman? His pace at Vara was unbelievable. And he looked good after starting 3rd. Oh, he's been spun round. Contact with De Grassi, was it? It was, so De Grassi getting involved in another incident on lap 1.
And De Grassi just hits the wall and then makes contact with De Vries and spins around. I mean, you can't really put it on anyone's fault, and then just tries to spin round and goes right into the path of Pascal Wehrlein. Shame for the German. Still yet to score a point. And Alexander Sims is also out of the race, by the way. Not too sure what happened to the Brit in his final round of the series. He's just stuck in the wall. Unfortunately, it looked like his suspension's gone as well. So while they're all sorting this out, he just goes into the wall. Unfortunately, and then his suspension, you can see there, broken. Alexander Sims unfortunately out of the race. So in the final round, the Mahindra driver is not going to score. Only 1 point to his name so far. Anyway, let's go back live coverage. 4 minutes 12 it should be. So let's go there. Pretty much bang on. So are we back racing? Doesn't look like it. Nah, still going quite slow. So either it's just the conditions, or they just haven't caught up to the safety car yet, which surely they would have, considering where we are currently. Some news also about F1 Fantasy, of course. Since that is the main series on this channel, has been confirmed that if we haven't got the 2024 cars ready by April 28th, the weekend which ends on the week April 28th, then we use last year's cars. So unfortunately, the liveries, the new ones, won't be seen until we get the cars ready. And the F1 is getting impatient. And there we are. It's on the safety car. So they finally caught back up to it. But yeah, the organisers just getting impatient. So if that is what happens, then it'll be the Malaysian Grand Prix on May the 5th, Japanese Grand Prix on May the 12th, and the Seattle Grand Prix on May the 26th. And then from then it'll be back to normal with the French Grand Prix at the Bugatti circuit at Le Mans being held on June the 9th, which was its scheduled date. Of course, being either side of the 24 hours of Le Mans. Then we have, of course, the Le Mans Grand Prix on June the 23rd, and the rest of the calendar should be pretty much the same. Don't know if we've actually announced this yet. Hang on, let me just make sure the safety car lights are on. No, they're off, I believe. So yeah, they're off. We'll be back racing at the end of this lap. No, we're not. They are still on. I just couldn't see it. So apologies for that. Got another lap on the safety car. Sergio Sette Camera leads Oliver Turvey. Sette Camera's been brilliant since he came in. I think he scored a point in every single race. Of course, he was fourth. It wasn't Nico Muller that was fourth last time out. It was Sette Camera. Of course, Muller taking a break this round before going to Apt in 2 days' time in Detroit. Is it 2 days' time or 3 days' time? Of course, in Vancouver, it's currently Thursday. For me commentating, it's 1 AM on the Friday, so it is quite late here. Back in the UK, it's going to be, well, for me 2 days' time, but technically it's 3 days' time because of how late the race is here in Vancouver. They've decided to do a 3-day gap instead of a 2-day gap, and it'll be 10 PM UK time in Detroit, but it should be on Sunday the 24th. So the final round being a late one in Detroit, of course, very fast, technical, former IndyCar race. Of course, now at downtown Detroit. I really wish I'd go back to Belle Isle because it's a brilliant circuit. But one last race will be held, and it will be held at Belle Isle for the Formula E cars, the Gen 3 cars. Of course, the faster cars. It's going to be a big, good spectacle in the fast streets of Detroit, Belle Isle. Of course, technically in Detroit, of course, on the border between US and Canada, but it's in US, so that's where it is on the circuit. Is there actually any bridges? I've never actually thought about this. How do they get the cars to the track? I'm assuming it's by boat. But, let me just have a look. There could be bridges to Belle Isle. It is Belle Isle. Yeah, there is a bridge from the MacArthur Bridge. And I should probably get ready to commentate here. But the safety car lights are off, and we will be back racing this lap. Just a quick update. If you're standing at Sette Camera from Turvey, from Ticktum, from Sam Bird, Jake Dennis, Van Dorn, Freintz, Vern, and Degrassi, and Wehrlein in the top 10. So Wehrlein actually in the points. Not doing too badly. But it's Sergio Sette Camera who leads them away. The green flag is out, and we are back racing here in Vancouver on the very wet streets. by the BC place is the Expedition. Is it Expedition? No, that's Toronto. Apologies. But the first race, the only race in Canada. No Canadian drivers, I don't think have ever been in Formula E, and apart from Jack Villeneuve. There's a move from Oliver Turvey trying to get the move on Sete Camera, and he is going to lead. Oliver Turvey leads. Now Dan Ticktum's trying to get past Sete Camera. It's not been a very good restart from the Brazilian former GP2 F2 driver Sete Camera, who's doing brilliantly so far this season in the Dragon. Of course, moves to Neo actually replacing Oliver Turvey for the final round. So, yeah, Sete Camera racing his teammate for next round, and the man he's replacing next round in the Neo, his team for next race. He doesn't want to do much to upset Neo, because of course he'll be part of them next round. And then the constructors, if they do well, he'll be part of that, as well as being part of Dragon, as he'd almost make the move on Turvey, and now Ticktum. Is he going to make a move? No, he's not. I think there's contact between Verline and Degrassi, possibly further back. But it is still going to be not many moves happening. Or watching Ticktum, I think, gets slightly nipped into the back of Sergio Sete Camera. Another corner here. This left-hander, easy in the drive, very difficult in the wet. You have to brake quite a lot for this open left-hander. As there's Ticktum getting past Sete Camera, and he's going to try and get past his teammate as well. Dan Ticktum is going to try and make it 3 wide. Sete Camera is making it 3 wide. Almost does, but it's going to be Turvey who leads Ticktum. They're still side by side, the two Neos. It's going to be Dan Ticktum who leads now from Sete Camera. No, it's not Sete Camera. Who's this in the Mahindra? Is that Oliver Rowland? Rowland and the Mahindra's come out of nowhere. Or is that Jake Dennis in the Andretti? It is Jake Dennis in the Andretti. Don't know how I thought that was a Mahindra. To be fair, the Mahindras are pretty much red this round. So, yeah, to be fair, the Mahindra and the Andretti are pretty much identical for the final 2 rounds. I don't know what they look like next round, but I know the Andretti's pretty much the same even this season. Formula E, of course, going to Misano this weekend for the first time, replacing Rome after that big crash between Sam Bird, Freintz, Da Costa, Mortara. A horrible accident on the streets of Rome. Sam Bird very lucky to make out without uninjured. But it's now Jake Dennis, the man who started on pole last round. He didn't have a great qualifying start in 12th, and he's already up to first place. The Brit, of course, he was champion in seasons it would be 2023. So the next round that season in Formula E, Jake Dennis was champion, and he leads Sebastian Buemi, our championship leader, down in 14th. And just an update on him, the Swissman. And someone in the wall. They're all in the wall there. All of them find it very difficult in these conditions, just aquaplaning into the wall. Thankfully they're braking, so it's quite slow. I don't think they're going to get much damage. As there's Ticktum trying to make a move, and Ticktum is going to make the move, and he's down the inside. Dennis opens the door. There's a bit of contact there, and Dennis is going to try and make it. He keeps it side by side. He'll have the inside line, but no, he won't. He backs out of it. These top 4 looking very racy, and no, in the back of Sete Camera is whoever's behind him. Sam Bird gets into the back of Sete Camera, and now they're almost 3 wide again. Jake Dennis trying to go around the outside and reclaim the lead from Dan Ticktum, who currently leads in the Neo. The Neos looking so pacey. They don't even look that pacey in Formula E normally, but in this race they're very pacey. It's Jake Dennis is into the wall. I think that was can't remember who that was. Degrassi in 9th, by the way. Another championship leader, a championship contender. It's him and Buemi, the two that we're focusing on. I thought there was a bit of contact there between some of them as they go through the 90-degree section. Only real 90-degree section, apart from the corner at the bottom of the back straight. Well, let's say back straight. This is from the back straight as well. You know, let's get some street names and corner names up for you, just so we can easily know the circuit. So Jake Dennis leads, is that Turvey? Yeah, Ticktum, sorry, who leads Turvey. Of course, Ticktum number 33. Here we go. Not really any corner names. Where they're going down now? They're going down to Beck Street towards turn 8, and then down. Not really a corner street name. This is actually a proper street. towards Salt Building, turn 9, turn 10. It does look like 2 90-degree corners, but this is mainly just taken as a hairpin. A very long corner, did a bit like turn 1 as well, taken as a hairpin. Or turn 1 too, I should say. Is now going towards turn 11. Very difficult corner, this one. And then towards turn 12, which this one is actually counted the whole corner for some reason. Turn 12, Science World. And then towards turn 13, which is it'll be the little left hand kink, and then final corner turn 14, and it's who is that who leads? Can't quite tell which Neo that is. Of course, our result top is not telling us. So Turvey leads Tictum, who leads Dennis. So City Camera in 4th place. Who's that? Is that Sam Bird in 5th trying to make a move? Yes, it is Sam Bird. Mitch Evans not in this fight, so Bird. Of course, last race for Jaguar. No, it is not his last race for Jaguar. He'll be in Jaguar next round as well. Keep thinking he'll be in McLaren next round, but he's not. He's on course McLaren in real life for season 10. Is it season 10 or 11? I'm not too sure. But you can't see a thing here in Vancouver. It's just hammering it down. I'm surprised there's no red flag, to be honest. Is there a move? Is that, who is that? It's one of the Nissan. Mercedes is on Degrassi. Is it Van Dorn? Yeah, it is Stoffel Van Dorn versus Lucas Degrassi. They're side by side coming out of the chicane. Down Quebec Street. Towards turn 8. This will be known as Quebec Street, by the way. The one before that, between turn 4 and 6, will be known as the back straight because it doesn't have a name apparently. Can't really. Well, technically it is still Quebec Street actually. It's just a chicane that separates it. So Quebec Street 1. Who knows? Anyway, Degrassi wide there into the wall. That'll lose him a few positions. Did he lose any positions? Let's watch Van Dorn. Who's the one that's by Degrassi? No, Degrassi still in front of Van Dorn in P6. So. Yeah, and there's Jake Dennis trying to make a move as well for the lead. No, it's Sete Camera in the Dragon, so Sete Camera back in it as well. Sam Bird now in this race for the win. Now in front of Sete Camera. He's down in 5th place. He's now making a move on one of the Neos. Sam Bird, what a move! 2 into 1, is it going to work? No, it's not, and he's only going to get past one of them. But he has got the line, he's got the speed. Is the Sam Bird going to get into 2nd place? It's going to be the Neo with the inside line, Oliver Turvey. Is he going to make it work? Or can Sam Bird swoop round in outside of turn 1? Yes, he is. Turn 2, what about this? Is he going to have the inside line? He'll have the inside line for turn 3 with Sam Bird, and he's going to make it work. But it'll be Turvey with the inside line turn 4. But I think Sam Bird's already got the position. Yes, he has. And there's Degrassi making a send on Sete Camera. But Sete Camera squeezes them almost into the wall. Trying to tell Degrassi that move that's never going to work. The experienced Brazilian, the rookie, not rookie, but inexperienced Brazilian, who to be fair has done very well. I think if Sete Camera did all the rounds, he'd be doing quite well. And I thought Degrassi was going to hit Sete Camera there. But it's Dennis who leads Bird, who leads the 2 Neos, who leads Sete Camera, who leads Degrassi. A very racy Lucas Degrassi. 17 minutes into this race. And Degrassi, of course, being involved in the incident in turn 1, lap 1, at turn 7. Of course, going deep into the turn 6 corner, the chicane. Was under investigation for pushing Bremy into the wall. Still is, so, of course, did Degrassi potentially have damage from going deep, and then just couldn't really. Well, if he had damage, he hasn't pitted, so obviously he hasn't got damage. He's looking rapid so far. We'll have to have another look at it. I don't think we actually got a proper replay of what happened. We'll have a replay probably at the end of the race to see what happened. Of course, Degrassi pushing championship rival Bremy into the wall. Controversy, just like in season 2. When it was Bremy v Degrassi, of course, that was in London, the final round of the season. We've still got 1 round to go in Detroit. And Sam Bird takes the lead from Jake Dennis, the Brit. He hasn't won a race this season. Of course, won 2 races ago in real life at Sao Paulo. A final lap move from him on Mitch Evans, his former teammate. But it's Bird who leads Sete Camera. Who leads Turvey, who leads Tictum. And Degrassi now in front of Jake Dennis, so
But that is definitely, yeah, it's Sete Camera. I don't know why, I think I said Jake Dennis earlier, it's not Jake Dennis. But now one of the Neos is trying to get past Sete Camera, he is, so now he chases down Sam Bird, down the first part of Quebec Street, through turn 5, towards turn 6. See them tapping the wall, there's Degrassi making a move on Dan Ticktum. He tries around the outside, and he's going to make it work. No, he's not, he has to back out of it, but it could invite Jake Dennis to get past him. Down the second part of Quebec Street, towards turn 8. Bird leads Turvey, who leads Sete Camera. Don't know why in the results it says Sete Camera, it's meant to be Sergio Sete Camera. Another issue with this thing. It does say Jake Dennis now, it does say Jack Dennis last round. But see, there's Degrassi getting very squirrely out the exit of turn 8. That'll lose him a few positions, down to 7th, gets passed by Vern, gets passed from Dennis, and gets passed by Van Dorn. He's down to 8th place now, but immediately gets in front of Van Dorn. There's a move for a lead, Turvey versus Bird, and Turvey takes the lead. Bird will have the inside line for the next 2, through turn 11, then turn 12, chicane. And Bird, no, Turvey swoops around the outside. Is he going to make it work? No, Bird in front, Bird leads. And there's a move, a late lunge from Ticktum on Sete Camera. He slides through, he has to kind of back out of it. And opens the door for Sete Camera, who does stay in 3rd place. Brilliant racing here in Vancouver. Of course, the former kart circuit, it was this layout that held the 1998 round. Sam Bird leads Turvey. Of course, later on today, we've already had 2 rounds of F1 Esports. There'll be today, I think it's COTA, and there's some other round, I can't remember where it is. But it's definitely COTA, one of the rounds. As there's a move, it's Oliver Turvey in front of Bird, so Turvey now leads Bird, who leads Ticktum. Sete Camera trying to make 2 into 1. Is he going to do it? Yes, he is. Sergio said the camera in 2nd place, second place past Ticktum and Sam Bird. Degrassi, I think, Vern as well involved. Is that Jake Dennis? Can't even see the spray that bad. 20 minutes gone in this race, it's 25 to go. There's Degrassi now into 3rd place. Where's he come from? Lucas Degrassi, the championship contender. If he wins this as it stands with the fastest lap I think he's got at the moment. Yes, he has got the fastest lap. It'll be him leading the championship by 1 point going into the final round. Of course, Sebastian Buemi way out of it. But Oliver Turvey, the 3rd race actually, he's been a contender for the win. He hasn't won the first 2. Is Degrassi sends it on Sete Camera. Is he going to make it work? Side by side. No, he's not. And that's going to try and get Sete Camera in the lead of the race past Turvey. Side by side through 11. Side by side still. And into the chicane. It's going to be Turvey. He leads Sete Camera. Degrassi trying to push Sete Camera wide. He's going to invite Sam Bird. There's an Envision here. Where's the Envision come from? I haven't seen one of them all race. Of course, now green to the purple. Probably Robin Frantz, I believe. With Oliver Askew down in 21st, the debutant, the American. Unfortunately, in his only race, it's not going to look like he's going to do very well. Gunter as well, down in 20th. In his one and only race for Nissan. Degrassi now into 2nd place. Goes very wide, he's going to hit the wall. Yes, he is hard. Hard hitting the wall for Degrassi. But he's still in 2nd place. The Brazilian getting caught out in the wet conditions. I'm going to go for a lap and let you watch these lot fight. See you at the end of this lap.
back in Vancouver, where of course it's still Oliver Turvey who leads, Degrassi in second. Him and Giuseppe Camber are fighting through the bottom south part of the track. But it is... Oh, Sete Camera tapped the wall there through the final corner. Sete Camera tapped the wall. The Brazilian. All cars struggling in these wet conditions. It's one of the hardest races of the season. Definitely one of the most entertaining, as I think Degrassi actually hit the curb on the pit lane exit. Trying to get past Turvey there. Of course, if he did get past him, he probably would have been told to give it back because track limits and everything. Oliver Rowland currently 11th in the Mahindra in his first round since leaving Nissan. He'll be back with the Japanese, well, currently French, I think it's Japanese, as the Edam's leave outfit for next season. Degrassi hard into the wall and hits Turvey. Degrassi, the top two collide, and it's going to be Turvey who still leads. I think Turvey got a bit of a push there, to be honest. But it's Degrassi outbreaks himself for a second time this race, and he's going to hit Turvey, but thankfully for Turvey, the innocent party gets away with it. Degrassi loses the position, down to third place now. But Jesse Camber looking very racy, squirrely. Sam Bird hits the wall, going through turn 8. Degrassi's going to send one on Jesse Camber. It's not going to work. They make contact. Thankfully, Degrassi not able to spin round. And there's Degrassi going to send it down the inside. Is that track limits? I don't think it is, to be honest. The support paddock pit exit, I think that is actually part of the track. I think the drivers are just too scared to use it, to be honest. Still Turvey leading. Can Camera get can Degrassi get past Camera? He's gonna thread the needle, is he? That's Degrassi. No, he's not. There's contact between him and Camera. They're almost gonna collide. Camera dive down inside. Camera spun round. He's gonna be pushed back in the right direction by Degrassi, who saves Camera there. And all by his own doing. Camera down to 5th place now. Held up a few drivers. I think Sam Bird was one of them to get held up. Verline as well, maybe. Drama. Rolling now up to 7th place. Van Dorner down to 11th. Verline was doing quite well. Now he's in 10th place. But it's Turvey who leads Degrassi, who leads Tickdom. We'll get a replay of that on board of Degrassi camera. Let's have a quick look. On board of the Brazilian. Let's go from here. So we've got Sete Camera, currently in 2nd place, trying to make a move around the outside of Turvey. And then to his left, there's Degrassi. And then just threading the needle, Turvey goes a bit deep. Sete Camera sees the gap, goes for it, hits Degrassi, and then goes for the dive bomb, and it's never going to work that from Sete Camera. Spins it round. Thankfully, Degrassi's there to be able to push him in the right direction. You can see how wet it is from this camera. Here's the back camera. And while I'm looking at all these, I want to go back to the live coverage, to be honest. Let's watch Degrassi in the Venturi. Actually tapped the wall, I think, there. Yeah, let me go back live. It'll be on 27 minutes, about a minute behind at the moment. Let me actually see the action, please. And Degrassi leads, by the way. While I've been watching that replay, Lucas Degrassi has taken the lead. But he's slow out the exit of turn 7. And the two Neos swarm him. He's still in front, though. And Degrassi leads from the two Neos. And now Turvey trying to make a move down the inside. Are we live yet? Pretty much. There we go, back live now. And Degrassi down to 3rd. He's overtaken by both Neos. Not too sure which one's in front. It is Dan Tickdom. Dan Tickdom, the debutant, the Brit in the Chinese manufacturer of Neo, leads this race from his British teammate Oliver Turvey. Jake Dennis now in 4th place, Sete Camera in 5th, Bird 6th. Sete Camera, to be honest, he's very lucky. Degrassi was just committed, didn't want to get held up and just drove through him. Risked to get damage from his car. The fellow Brazilian, I'm sure he wasn't thinking about Sete Camera's race. I'm sure he was thinking of moving the obstacle out of the way and getting on with it, and it obviously helped both of them in the end. And of course, I'm sure he probably would have had a safety car if the track got blocked. So thankfully, Degrassi taking one for the team, but helping him in the foot as well. 28 minutes gone, just over 15 minutes to go in this race. The final race of the season that will be 45 minutes long. The next race will be a lapped race. If they go down Quebec Street for the second time of this lap towards turn 8. Oh, Degrassi almost hitting Turvey. The two Neos running 1-2 currently. Neither Neo have won a race so far this season. Either Turvey's car or the second car have been driven by, I think, a good range of people. I think it's been a different driver each race. So, yeah, they definitely had a different lineup each round. And oh, in the wall, that was Jake Dennis. And now Degrassi sending it 2 into 1. Is it going to work? Almost. Not quite. He's going to get past one of them. He taps Turvey. It's still going to be Tictum who leads. Degrassi loses the position to Jake Dennis. And the two Neos side by side through the final corner. Who's going to be in front coming the end of it? They're still side by side going to turn 1. Degrassi looking racy on Jake Dennis. Is he going to go down inside of the Andretti? The American team in Canada. And he goes making it work. Here comes Oliver Rowland in the Mahindra. Where's he come from? In his first race in the Mahindra. His only race in the Mahindra. He goes back to Nissan next round. But Rowland come out of nowhere. Now he's in 3rd place. Already had one podium, I believe, in Leicester. As they go down Quebec Street. And it's Rowland separating the two Neos now. It is Tictum who leads... who was it? Rowland, there we go, who leads... now it's at the camera. Degrassi sends one. Turvey all the way down in 6th place now, I think. Degrassi up to 3rd now. He sends it past both Turvey and Jake Dennis. Or is that the Dragon? No, it is in Andretti. There's the Dragon. They're all so similar. You can tell why I thought I saw Rowland earlier. The Mahindra and the Andretti pretty similar. The Mahindra is just more red. But it's Tictum from Rowland. As Rowland tries one. Turvey's now in front of Degrassi, by the way. And they're side by side for the lead further in front. Who's going to take the lead going through turn 11? Is it Rowland or is it Tictum? It's going to be Dan Tictum. Rowland backs out of it. But Tictum makes a mistake. Rowland taps the wall because of it. And now Rowland down the inside through the turn 12 chicane. Is he going to make it work? It'll be the inside line for the next 2 corners. And it is going to be Tictum who stays in front. And there's down the inside. And here's Jake Dennis now in 2nd place. Degrassi, no, it's Oliver Turvey in 4th place. Degrassi in 5th place. Less than 15 minutes to go now. It's going to be a tight one to the line. And there's Rowland in front still of Turvey. Turvey looking racy though, wanting to get past him. Now down inside goes Rowland. Dennis gets swirly. And that's going to invite Turvey to get past him. No, it's not. If they go down Quebec Street once more. Lap 17 of this race. Ooh, a lot of people in the wall there. Degrassi hits Tictum. Degrassi into the Neo. And he's in front of him. Still no penalty for Degrassi yet. I think they're going to investigate it after the race, to be honest. Of course, we'll get a replay at the end of the race to see what happens. All into the wall there. I think that was Tictum. Dan Tictum smacks the ball there, going on the exit of Quebec Street through turn 8. But it is still Rowland who leads Turvey. The Mahindra yet to win a race. Mahindra, honestly, one of the worst teams so far this season. Such a shame because they look so promising normally. But Turvey, I think, tapped the wall there on the entrance to turn 11. He's going to try round the outside through turn 12. No, he's not, but he will have the inside line for the next part of it. Is he going to make it work? Yes, he does. So Turvey going to lead Rowland. Who's in front? Is it Tictum or Degrassi, can't quite tell there. Buemi down in 19th, by the way. And is that Degrassi trying to get past Roland? It looks like it could be round the outside on both of them. Is he going to make it work? No, he's not, but he's going to be in front of Roland. So it's Turvey from Degrassi. With just over 10 minutes left now. 11 to go, in fact. Around. Let's also have a look further back down the picks. Are they actually racy down there? Yeah, they are. Good battles going on further back. Unfortunately, ones we're not being able to see. Look how many there are. The pack's so closely bunched up. There's into the wall there. That was Oliver Askew smacking the inside wall there at turn 6. It's his teammate in battle for the lead of this race. Here we have Degrassi going down the inside of Roland into turn 8. It's not going to be able to work. Roland does the better exit. Can Roland get his second podium of the season? He got one. When was it? It was Leicester. I've already mentioned that in this broadcast. No, I forgot that already. 2 into 1. What a move from Degrassi. They both go wide, but Turvey will have the better exit. And will Roland have the better exit as well? No, not quite. Yes, he will. And there's Roland going down the inside to see Degrassi taps Turvey. And he's going to put Roland in front. Is Degrassi going to make a move on Turvey? No, he's not. Is Turvey going to make a move on Roland? Yes, he is. But not quite able to do anything. It's brilliant racing. All round. And we're going to go for another lap of just watching the action without commentary. So I'll see you at the end of it. And we are back in Vancouver where we saw at turn 7 there was contact between Degrassi and Roland. Roland tapped the wall there. Is Degrassi going to try and make a move on him? Going through turn 1. Almost done. His race down sends it. Is he going to make it work? Almost does. Not quite able to though. Yes, he does. Is he Degrassi v Roland round the outside? Degrassi, no, he won't make it work. He will have the inside line though for the next one. Pascal Wehrlein's come out of nowhere. Degrassi sends it. Degrassi can even take the lead here, possibly. Got 7 minutes to go now. No, he can't. Still in third place. Pascal Wehrlein now. Out of nowhere. Can he get his first points of the season? He's looking very likely. Down the inside. Degrassi sends it. He's outbroke himself again. And he's going to stay in front though. Degrassi keeps it. But there's Turvey, there's contact, it's Degrassi, looks like he turned in on him there. Maybe he just got a bit early on the power, or maybe that looks like he, in the rain, to be fair, there's a big possibility.
Loads them in the wall there. Degrassi taps Turvey. Roland trying to get back past Degrassi. And they're all over the place. Wehrlein v Sete Camera for 4th place. Wehrlein down the inside on Roland. Can he get onto the podium, Wehrlein? So close. The man who's never scored a point all season. Him and Mortara, the two drivers underperforming. Mortara is not going to score this round, I don't think. I'm not sure where he is at the moment. We'll have to have a look when the next comes round. But it's still Turvey trying to win his first Formula E race of his career from Degrassi, trying to win a championship. Turvey in his final round of the season. Wehrlein. Oh, Wehrlein hit the wall there! Wehrlein hit the wall, so did Roland. It's getting even more treacherous as they're hitting that wall, the flat out final corner. It's not a wall you want to hit. Hopefully he doesn't have damage. He's now in 3rd place as Wehrlein. I think Roland actually got into the back of him. Then I think he hit the wall in the end. Just hit Wehrlein. Of course, Wehrlein, his former team, Mahindra, before going to Porsche. For the last 2 rounds, there's a move from Wehrlein almost on Degrassi. He's going to make it work. No, not quite. They go down Quebec Street. First part of it for the 21st time in this race. 5 minutes to go about. Here in Vancouver. The final time in these Gen 2 cars. Almost on the final lap now. Probably about 2, maybe 3 laps to go. Potentially. As they go towards turn 8. Wehrlein taps the wall. Is he going to be able to get past Degrassi around the outside? No, not quite. Roland, I thought for a second he was going to try and make a move. Set a camera trying to make a move on Vern. It's absolutely brilliant racing. Someone I hasn't seen in a while actually. 2 people. Dan Tictum and Sam Bird. Where have they gone? Tictum 7th, Bird 10th. So must have been possibly when Set a Camera almost had his spin and held a few people up. That's probably where they went. About 4 minutes to go now. Wehrlein trying to go around the outside of Degrassi through the chicane. Is he going to make it work? Almost does. And no, there's a bit of contact, but Degrassi stays in 2nd place. And I honestly cannot tell you how long's left in this race. I know it's just under 4 minutes. That's all I know. Wehrlein, 2nd time in this race into that wall. 2nd time in 2 laps. Now it's going to invite Roland to get past him. And Wehrlein's chance of a win is slipping away. Vern almost passed him as well. Not quite going to be able to as Roland tries to get past Degrassi. Not quite going to work though. Vern still hammering on pressure on Wehrlein. It's not going to be able to work though here. Roland trying to get past him. Vern still got a wheel in there. Not going to make it work though. It's Degrassi and hit Roland, make contact. Then Wehrlein, is he going to get both of them? He's going to put Roland off. Yes it is. Degrassi pushes Roland wide and they're both going to lose the position to Degrassi, and John-Eric Verne trying to get past Roland as well. Degrassi, I mean, it's not really pushing him off the track, he's just pushing him wide. Don't think you can get a penalty for that, to be honest. It's Roland there. Is he going to make it work? No, not quite. Down in 5th place now. What I want to watch is the battle for the lead. Because this is where it matters now. More car smacking the wall there. Degrassi down the inside on Wehrlein. Is he going to make it work? No, not quite. All lunge there from Roland on Degrassi. Not quite going to work though. Vern getting racy there as well. Oh, I thought Degrassi was sliding a bit there through turn 11. Yes, he does. He goes very wide. And Wehrlein tries to make the move for the lead. Is he going to do it? Round the outside of turn 12. Yeah, got the inside line for the next part of it. And for the turn 13 and 14 as well. And Wehrlein leads. And I think this could be going on to the final lap now. 1 minute 50, about 1 minute 50 to go. Of course, that clock isn't entirely accurate. It's about 5 seconds off. So we'll have to see where it goes. We're doing about 1 minute 56s. I think that's the average lap time at the moment for the last few laps.
So I think this will be the final lap of this race. Wehrlein leads Turvey, who leads Degrassi. Can Pascal Wehrlein finally win it? Or is Turvey going to try and win for the first time this season? For the first time in his Formula E career. Vern getting a bit wide through the exit of 4, sorry. If they go down Quebec Street through turn 6. Turn 5, sorry. Through turn 6 now. And then through turn 7. Pascal Wehrlein. He's never won a race all season. We go down to the final part of Quebec Street for the final part of this race. Less than a minute now on the clock. This should be the final lap. It'll be very tight though. And we can go deep there. Degrassi taps Turvey. Degrassi wants to win, of course, to take the lead in the championship. As it stands, Buemi's way out of the top 10. And he will be leading the championship if he wins it, Lucas Degrassi. And Turvey goes down the inside. Turvey's going to try and take the lead. Not quite able to. They're still side by side. Wehrlein taps the wall on the exit at 10. Roland, I think, hitting the wall. He might be losing a few positions. It's Degrassi. He's going to send it. He's going to try and take the lead, is he? He needs it for the championship. And Degrassi, he's going to almost lead, is he? No, not quite. They're still side by side, though. And he goes a bit wide. Is Wehrlein going to try and make a move? No, he's not. But Degrassi's in second place now. Wehrlein, he's gone from first to third. It's taken lead. Degrassi's Wehrlein sliding into the wall there. Wehrlein sliding around. He's going to lose 2 positions. Is he? Yes, he is. Oliver Turvey's finally going to win. He's going to win it in Vancouver. He's going to get second place. Just about Lucas Degrassi. Verdi's going to get third place. Wehrlein in 5th place for the first time all season. He's going to score points. Brilliant drive from the German. So close though. It's going to be a mistake in the penultimate corner, which is what costs him a podium. But what a race we've had in Vancouver. Of course, Degrassi in turn 7 on lap 1, still under investigation. That hasn't been decided yet if he can get a penalty for or not. But what a race that was. The race is over now, by the way. I don't know why they're looking quite racy, but what a race that was. Unbelievable. I don't know where Degrassi's gone at the moment. He's slowing down quite a bit. Is he trying to find someone maybe? I don't know, but anyway. Oliver Turvey, your race winner. They're still kind of racing on the in-lap, which is a bit strange, but anyway, let's have a little watch of that start. On board of Lucas Degrassi. There we go. Taps Buemi on the entrance to turn 2. There's Dan Tickjum going down the inside. Degrassi gets slightly wide. You can see how wet the track is. I think the rain got heavier and heavier as we went on. As we go towards the chicane, this how breaks himself, goes very deep. Almost as if he was going to make the corner. Maybe it hits a puddle or something, hits the tyre wall, and then hits Buemi and pushes him to the wall. Let's go on board of Buemi. In the Nissan, his final round in the Nissan. Unfortunately, the team he's been with all season long is not going to be a happy farewell. And just pushed him into the wall. I don't know about that. Another look. I don't know. Maybe it's the rain. I don't know. Have another look. There he is. Just hits him into the wall. And I got on board with Alex Sims as well. This is where he is at the moment. Look at his front right tyre. Can see Wehrlein stuck there as well. Just loses the car and loses it. Unfortunately, Alex Sims' ERS season is over just like that. So let's go to the end of the race and let's go through how it ended. Alex Sims, of course, we saw crashing out there. Oliver Askew in his only race of the season in 21st to Aston Bremy. He's still your championship leader, I believe, but it's a much closer margin to where we were before this race. Elo Mortara, another race, another no score. Down in 19th, Nick De Vries looked very racy in qualifying, but down in 18th after getting held up quite a bit on that opening lap crash between Bremy and, of course, all that pile up. Was it there? I think it was there, yeah. Lotterer in 17th podium. He scored Porsche's first points. Of course, more have been added from this race. But down in 17th, Maxi Gunter in his first and only race for Nissan. He'll move to Maserati next round. But he's in 16th place. Van Dorn in 15th. Giovinazzi in 14th in his only race of the season. Da Costa 13th. France 12th. Evans 11th. Cassidy with his first point of the season in 10th. Jake Dennis in 9th. Another lowish score for Dennis. With only 2 points. Actually, to be fair, he got like 5th with... No, he got, I think, 6th with the pole points last round. Sam Bird looked like he could do quite well, but he's in 8th place. Roland in 7th, come out of nowhere. Unfortunately, he got pushed wide by Degrassi through turn 4 and ended up falling down to 7th. Dan Ticktum in 6th. Fairline his first points of the season in 5th. Sergio Setecamera in 4th. John Eric Vernon in 3rd. Lucas Degrassi in 2nd. And now Oliver Turvey, your winner, finally in his final round of the season. Now let's go through your championship standings. I'm only going to go through the people who are still in championship contention. So it's anyone on 33 points or more. So it's the top 4 still in contention. John Eric Vernon in 4th place on 36. Oliver Turvey in 3rd place on 43. Lucas Degrassi on 56 points in 2nd. And it's Bremy, your championship leader, on 62 points. Of course, it's only Vernon, Degrassi and Bremy who have a chance of winning, because Turvey will not be with us next round. Of course, 29 points. Vernon will have to, I think, win and get a fastest lap to have any chance of winning, and then hope Degrassi and Bremy don't score or score low. Because I think either Degrassi or Bremy at this point. No constructors, I need to see who is still in it. It'll be 29 plus 18, so 47. 77 take 47 is 30. So pretty much anyone's game, really. Andretti, Venturi / Maserati on 34, Techeetah / Apt on 50, Audi, of course, are no longer in the championship on 52 points, Neo in 4th on 61, Virgin / Envision on 65, Dragon / Penske on 71, and Renault / Nissan on 77. So only the top 8 apart from Audi still in contention. And then the owners' standings, let's have a look at this one. 62 take 29, 33 points, so any of the top 8 can still win it. It's the Dragon number 7 car, the Venturi number 5 1971 11 car on 30, both on 34 points. It's the Techeetah number 25 car on 36. It's the Audi number 1 11 car, of course no longer in the series, on 37. It's the Dragon number 6 and 99 car on 37. The Neo number 16 3 and 8 car on 43. I think Setecamera will be in that one next round. Great chance for him to do something. The Virgin number 36/4 and the Envision number 4 car on 46 points in 2nd. And it's the Renault number 9 / Nissan number 23 car with quite a margin in 1st place on 62 points. Of course, that would not be driven by, who is it? Buemi. That would be driven by either Sasha Fenestras or either Roland. I think it'll be Sasha Fenestras in that car for the next round. We'll be back 3 days time, of course 2 days time in the UK for the Detroit ePrix at Belle Isle. We'll see you then. Goodbye.